Hi, and welcome to Meet the Candidates 2013, a voter education program brought to you by the Shakopee Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angie Whitcomb. Our hope is that these candidate profiles and interviews will help you, the voter, understand your choices when it comes to the 2013 election. We ask voters to arm themselves with the information necessary to make educated choices and to get out the vote on November 5th. Please visit the Chamber website to find out information about future candidate debates, as well as polling hours and locations. And thank you for making the Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau your election information resource. Hi, and welcome to Meet the Candidates 2013, a voter education program brought to you by the Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau. I'm Angie Whitcomb, and today I am joined by current City Council member and mayoral candidate Matt Lehman. Matt, thank you for joining us here today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Matt, why don't you start by giving our viewers a brief introduction of yourself?
Okay. My name is Matt Lehman. I'm currently a City Council member and a candidate for mayor of the City of Shakopee. My website is lehmanformayor.com. I'm currently a City Council member. I've served for 12 years on the City Council under multiple mayors, multiple City Council members, and staff members. Other jurisdictional leadership. I've been successful and effective in maintaining the focus on the individual taxpayer. I'm currently married to Renee. Today, our 24th wedding anniversary, today.
Congratulations.
So it's a special day. I have two sons. Dan, he's the oldest. He's married to Ashley. They have two boys, or one boy, one girl, so I'm a grandpa twice. My younger son is Matt Jr. He's a teacher. My wife and I own a small business in Shakopee for the last 8 years, and all of us reside in Shakopee, work and play in Shakopee.
That's great. Good. Well, thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. So diving into the questions, in your view, what is the most pressing issue facing Shakopee today, and if elected as mayor, what will be your recommendations for resolving it?
The question I received was, what's the most pressing issue for the next year? I believe the most pressing issue for the next year is leadership. We have tax abatement and economic development happening at a rapid pace. We have no criteria, no strategy stated. The viewers, I would encourage them to look at the City Council meeting of August 7th. Item number 6B. There's a citizen that raises some very valid points during that discussion. We have not taken up the issue, and it's pressing. We can see it now with the amount of abatement that we're doing. I would also be very concerned about, well, I am concerned about the council and individuals acting independently of the body as a whole, and I think that takes away from the integrity and authority of the council as a body, and I also think it questions the confidence of the people we serve.
Okay.
Did you want me to answer how I would address those issues?
That would be great. I would appreciate that.
The first thing I think I would ask the council to do is to sit down and discuss the actual criteria for tax abatement and have that criteria drafted so that businesses coming to Shakopee would know whether they qualify or not, and that everybody would be on the same page. I'd also ask them to put together a strategy, a long-term strategy of what it is we're trying to accomplish. I would also take the City Council existing members, have them go back through policy and procedure training, and obviously the new members are going to get that training as newly elected officials from the League of Minnesota Cities. So I think it's very important that we maintain the trust and confidence in our people that we serve.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lehman. How would you support the health of the business community if elected mayor?
You know, that's a great question, and one that's been struggled with for many years. I think the first step we as a city need to take is to recognize that we're not currently treating all businesses equally. And the business community knows that, and they discuss that, and it doesn't bind our business community. Excuse me, a case in point is if you take the business area around City Hall, we've got planters, flower baskets, benches, streetscape that we've done. Now we're looking at hiring a person to promote and market that area of Shakopee. the question begs, what are we doing for the businesses in Southbridge? What are we doing for the businesses on Beerling and Marshall Road and 17th Avenue and 169 area? What are we doing for the East 101 businesses? And what are we doing for the West End Mall businesses? Nothing. So we're not treating these businesses equally. And I think the bigger item is to recognize is in order for a business to be successful, as I own my own business, my wife and I operate it, for all businesses to be successful, they have to have a viable product and or service, and they have to have a consumer base with the wherewithal to purchase those products and services. So if one action we could take would be to lower taxes, that lowers the expenses of the actual business, and it puts more money into the consumer's pocket and giving them more consumer purchasing power. So from my perspective, is it possible for government to help all fledgling businesses? Probably not. Is it equality to pick and choose which ones you're going to help? No. It's not always best for government to intervene in the free market enterprise. Actually, they can do more damage. The last thing I would say about our business community is the East First Avenue 101 area, over at least the 12 years that I've served, have been put through multiple phases of potential damaging or viewed as damaging processes, whether it's redevelopment, taking property by force was one issue years back. These are not unifying actions a city would take with their commercial corridor. We need to unify the commercial corridors that we have and build upon them, and we can only do that with confidence and trust in your leadership.
Okay. Matt, if someone were considering moving their family or their business to Shakopee, what would you say to them to convince them that Shakopee was the place for them to be?
Shakopee has so much to offer. I mean, we're not far from the greater Minneapolis, St. Paul area, and we're even closer to the country. We have the best of both worlds. We have a great education district. Shakopee School District is outstanding. We have entertainment venues, but we also have a lot of shopping networks. So we have active recreational programs. We have passive systems. We have trail networks. We have lakes. We have a river. We have all these amenities. We have a health campus in Shakopee. We have a hospital in Shakopee. We've got a good infrastructure in place as far as transportation is concerned, and we're building upon that going forward. There's a lot of great amenities in Shakopee. We have rail accessible to business. We have airports close by. So we are uniquely positioned with all of the assets and benefits that one could possibly imagine. We've got a variety and diverse housing stock. We have a educated workforce. We have all these things that people would look for, and we're diversified. And regardless of what kind of housing you may be looking for, we have it. We have historic houses. We have new high-end houses. We have in-between houses. So we're well positioned and diversified for whatever type of business or resident that wants to come to Shakopee.
Great. One final question. Tell us what separates you as a candidate from your competitor in this race. Why should people vote Lehman?
Okay. What separates me from other candidates is, first of all, I bring 12 years of experience to the table. I'm not, I'll tell you what I won't do. I won't draft plans and bypass city council. I won't appoint my political campaign manager or my political affiliates to boards and commissions. I won't bring items before the city council for an official city position that are going before the city voters on a ballot question in the next 30 days. Actually, I would never do that. It's up to the voters to decide. I wouldn't fly around the country talking to corporations without clear direction and authority from the council as a body. Again, it takes away from the integrity and the authority of the body, and it lacks the confidence of the individual people we serve. What will I do? I will keep a focus, as I have for 12 years, on the individual taxpayer. I will do my part if I'm elected mayor, but the voters have to do their part. They have to go out and vote, and they should vote for Matt Lehman for mayor.
Thank you, Councilor Lehman, for being here today. Thank you for joining this edition of the 2013 Meet the Candidates, brought to you by the Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau. Please be sure to check out the Chamber's website at shakopee.org for all information leading up to the November 5th, 2013 election.